All of you, good morning. How are you all? Welcome to botany class. Are you fine? Are you preparing every topic every day? Hope you preparing well. I am believing you. All of you take safety precautions against corona. Stay home, stay alive. Okay. Focus on studies, online classes. Watch everyday videos. Watch today video today only within given time, subject wise. That's your responsibility. Okay. Come to the point. In previous class we have discussed nucleic acids. What are nucleic acids? DNA, RNA and nitrogen bases. Various types of nitrogen bases such as adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. Now, what are nucleosides? What are nucleotides? Differences. Okay. Types of nucleosides, types of nucleotides. The whole topic was completed. And even we have discussed chemical structure of adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine and uracil. Right? Rest of the part we will discuss now. First we will discuss sugars. Sugars are of two kinds. Sugars are of two kinds. Ribose sugars and deoxy ribose sugars. Ribose sugars and deoxyribose sugars. The first one, ribose sugar. Ribose sugar. Go through the chemical structure of ribose sugar. H, OH, H, OH, H, OH, H, CH2, OH. This is the structure of ribose sugar. Next to deoxyribose sugar. You must practice chemical structures of sugars. Important. H, OH, H, H means hydrogen, H, OH, hydrogen and CH2, OH. Their positions important. Start from here. First position, second position, third position, 4 and 5. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Carbon, 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 carbon. Carbon, carbon, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon and fifth carbon. You can observe differences between ribose sugar and deoxyribose sugar. Ribose sugars present in RNA. Hence it is called ribonucleic acid. Whereas deoxyribose sugars present in DNA. Deoxy ribose sugars. DNA stands for deoxyribo. Link is there now. Deoxyribo nucleic acid. RNA made up of ribose sugars, whereas DNA made up of deoxyribose sugars. The shape of the sugar is pentagonal shape. Which shape? Pentagonal shape. Penta means 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons. Same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons. Called pentose sugar. Right? Once go to structure of sugar. Important. Everybody practice once or twice chemical structures. Not only sugars. Even nitrogen bases such as adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine, all, everything. H, OH, H, OH, H, OH, hydrogen, CH2OH. What is this? It is oxygen. C double bond O, oxygen. Oxygen. Okay. Next, deoxyribose sugar. Same structure. The main difference is second carbon. At second carbon, in deoxyribose sugar, O is absent, oxygen is absent. Deoxy. Deoxy means oxygen was removed from pentose sugar. Hence, it is called deoxyribose sugar. Oxygen absent at second carbon. Whereas in ribose sugar, there is oxygen at second carbon. OH. OH means hydroxyl group. Okay, that is the difference between these two. Except this, rest of the total structure same, no change. If you want, observe. Right? Okay. One more point. Due to presence of oxygen at second carbon in ribose sugar, RNA structurally unstable. Structurally unstable and chemically more reactive. What is the main function of RNA? Means protein synthesis, protein manufacture. We will discuss all these points in coming chapters. Here discussion no need. Next, due to absence of oxygen at second carbon, DNA is structurally more stable. Structurally more stable and chemically less reactive. That is the difference between RNA and DNA. Got my point? Hope you understood. Right? Okay. This is about sugars. Next concept. Cholesterol. Cholesterol. Cholesterol general formula C27H45OH. This is the general formula of cholesterol. Once go through structure of cholesterol, it is NCERT concept only. Draw neat label chemical structure of cholesterol. You also practice like me. A-ring, B-ring, C-ring and D-ring. Total there are 4 rings. 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C, D. Out of 4 rings, 3 are hexagonal rings. A, B, C are hexagonal rings. Hexa means 6 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Called hexagonal rings. And D is pentagonal ring. It has only 5 corners. How many corners? Only 5 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hence, cholesterol chemically made up of hexagonal rings and a pentagonal ring. 3 hexagonal rings and 1 pentagonal ring. Now you should give their positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and 27. The total 27 carbons are there. Number of hydrogens 45. The number of OH groups, OH means hydroxyl group, are only one. That single hydroxyl group attached with cholesterol at third carbon, right? See, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and 27. These are the total 27 carbons. Next, sometimes they give directly a cholesterol diagram, means a skeleton of cholesterol structure. Based on this, they give options. Option A, adenine. Option B, guanine. Option C, cholesterol. Option D, thymine. Okay, the question is, the below given diagram belongs to what? Correct answer is option C, option 3, option C, cholesterol. In such a way, they will ask sometimes questions based on the structure of cholesterol. But in NCERT, only skeleton structure of cholesterol only given. But here I am explaining the detailed information, number of carbons, number of hydrogens, and the number of hydroxyl groups, everything. The number of hexagonal rings, number of pentagonal ring, etc. That is about the structure of cholesterol. Okay, cholesterol is very less in plant oils. That means gingerly oil, lemongrass oil, coconut oil, freedom oil, that means sunflower oil, etc. But the amount of cholesterol is more in animal oils, animal tissues. That is briefly about cholesterol. Okay. Fatty acids are of two kinds, saturated and unsaturated. Out of which is the healthier fatty acid means unsaturated is healthier fatty acids. That is good for health, right? Okay. The whole cholesterol topic completed. Next topic, primary and secondary metabolites. Primary and secondary metabolites. What is metabolite? Metabolite means end products of the metabolism. End products of the metabolism is known as metabolites, because metabolites produced by the end of the metabolism. First, what is metabolism? Metabolism means the combination of anabolism and catabolism together called metabolism. What is anabolism? What is metabolism? Anabolism, catabolism together called metabolism. Anabolism, example, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. And catabolism, example, respiration. Then metabolism produce metabolites. Metabolites are of two kinds: primary and secondary. You may heard the word anabolism, catabolism, metabolism in previous lessons. First example, the living world, the very first chapter, living world. Anabolism means food synthesizing process or body construction process, body building process. Example, photosynthesis, because during photosynthesis all plants prepare food in the form of glucose or starch. Yes or no? Right. And catabolism. Catabolism means lysis, breakdown process, food breakdown process. Example, respiration. In respiration, what happened? Food react with oxygen and release more amount of energy in the form of ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate, energy currency. Okay. Hence, the combination of anabolism and catabolism combine to form metabolism. Therefore, metabolism produce products, end products, that are called metabolites. Again, metabolites are of two kinds: primary metabolites and secondary metabolites, based on their formation. Metabolites which are formed at earlier, means at initial stage of the metabolism, are called primary metabolites, and metabolites which are produced at the end of the metabolism, called secondary metabolites. Hope you understood. You got my point? Okay. Now discuss primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. First, primary metabolites. Examples: proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, etc. Proteins, carbohydrates and lipids. These are some examples of primary metabolites. Primary metabolites mostly utilized by the plant. Excess of proteins, carbohydrates and lipids store in various parts of the plant, like root, stem, leaf, fruit, flower or bud, etc. Because various types of plants store food material in various parts of the plant, like that. Next, secondary metabolites. Secondary metabolites, examples: pigments, alkaloids, terpenoids, lectins, antibiotics, scents. Scent means body sprays, perfumes, scents, gums, latex, resins. Okay, many examples are there. Colored pigments. Pigment means colors. Chlorophyll pigment, carotenoid pigments, anthocyanin pigment, xanthophyll pigments. Many pigments are there. Alkaloids, terpenoids, lectins, antibiotics, scents, gums, latex, essential oils. Okay, many examples are there. In NCERT book, one box point given about secondary metabolites. You must go through box point. Practice table. Once or twice write on paper or slate, because one time writing is better than 10 times reading. It is common slogan. Okay. These are some examples of primary and secondary metabolites. So first formed metabolites are called primary metabolites, whereas later means at the end of the metabolism some metabolites produced, that are called secondary metabolites. Now we will discuss secondary metabolites. These are important for NEET objective exam. Compulsorily 1 or 2 questions frequently asking in final NEET exam. Okay, right. Name of the metabolite. Examples. First two, pigments. Next to alkaloids, terpenoids, essential oils, then after essential oil, toxins. Okay, polymeric substances, right, and drugs, antibiotics, etc. Pigments example: carotenoids, and anthocyanin. Two pigments important. Alkaloids example: morphine and codeine. Important. And terpenoids example: monoterpenes and diterpenes. Essential oils example: lemongrass oil. Toxins example: abrin and resin. very very important. Toxins and alkaloids, and followed by pigments, very very important. Drugs example vinblastine, and curcumin. Vinblastine and curcumin. Drugs are important for NEET object exam. Antibiotics, an example ampicillin, tetracycline, etc. And polymeric substances, important. Example gums, resins, spices, and cellulose, etc. These are some examples of secondary metabolites. Go through box point. You also practice once or twice box points. Particularly, I am expecting one question, at least one question compulsorily in final NEET exam, based on my experience, right? Name of the metabolite, secondary metabolite. Name of the secondary metabolite. Pigments example carotenoids to anthocyanins. Same NCERT example say alkaloids, morphine, codeine. Terpenoids, monoterpenes, diterpenes. Even their spelling also important. Pronunciation, how to read word, pronunciation also important. Essential oils, lemongrass oil. Lemongrass oil widely using in pharmaceutical companies. That means medical companies. And toxins, aberrant resin, important. I put star mark also. Drugs, vinblastine and curcumin. Drugs means medicines. Antibiotics, ampicillin, tetracycline, chloramphenicol. Many are there, but I wrote here only 2 examples. Polymeric substances, gums, resins, spices, cellulose, etc. These are various types of secondary metabolites. Secondary metabolites are ecologically very important. They play a crucial role in human welfare. Without secondary metabolites, even we cannot exist our life on the earth without trouble, without hindrance. That much deep association is there between human life and secondary metabolites. Hope you understood. The whole topic completed. The next concept, biomicromolecules and biomacromolecules. Once I am repeating, all of you practice box point from NCERT lines. NCERT box point. Biomicromolecules and biomacromolecules. Important. Bio means life, micromolecules. Micromolecules means smallest particles, organic compounds, carbon compounds, that are called biomicromolecules. Biomacromolecules. Macro means big, large. Some biomolecules are large in size, even their molecular weight also more. Such molecules are called biomacromolecules. Okay, first biomicromolecules. The molecular weight The molecular weight of the biomicromolecules approximately 18 to 800 daltons. 18 to 800 daltons. Approximately, not exactly, approximately. Maximum 1000. Maximum 1000 or below 1000, that's all. But the molecular weight of biomacromolecules more than 10,000 daltons. DA stands for Dalton. Dalton, a scientist, he first given measurements, units for the molecular weight called daltons. Once repeat, the molecular weight of biomicromolecules approximately about 18 to 800 daltons, maximum 1000 or below 1000, that's all. Next, the molecular weight of biomacromolecules approximately more than 10,000 daltons. So observe differences between these two. Therefore, these molecules are called macromolecules, whereas these molecules are called micromolecules. And examples, some examples of biomicromolecules: nutrients, water molecule, inorganic substances, etc. And examples of biomacromolecules. It is important, very important. Proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, and nucleic acids. Nucleic acids are of two kinds, DNA and RNA. Broadly, there are four types of biomacromolecules are there as per NCERT lines: proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, and nucleic acids. All proteins are made up of polypeptides, and all polypeptides are made up of amino acids. Adjacent amino acids join with each other with peptide bonds. Yes. Next, carbohydrates. All carbohydrates are made up of sugars like glucose, fructose, arabinose, mannose, etc. Carbohydrates again are of various kinds: monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. But monosaccharides, oligosaccharides not there in NCERT, only polysaccharides concept given. So we will discuss about polysaccharides in detail with neat chemical structures, right? Next, lipids. Lipids topic in previous class, in previous video already we have discussed in detail with neat chemical structures. All complex lipids break down into simple fatty acids and glycerols. Next, nucleic acids. This topic introduction also completed in previous video: DNA and RNA, DNA composition and RNA composition and all. Okay. Biomicromolecules example: nutrients, water molecules, inorganic substances. And biomacromolecules example: these four examples. You must by heart it, don't forget. Okay now? Understood now? Right. Next to one more important point: lipid. I put two dots. Lipids are not strictly biomacromolecules because their molecular weight approximately between 18 to 800 daltons. 18 to 800 daltons. So lipids comes under biomicromolecules. Very important. Don't forget. In previous class we have discussed element analysis. How can we segregate different types of elements from plant body or animal body, even from earth crust. There already we have discussed acid soluble pool and acid insoluble fraction. Acid soluble pool also called filtration, means filtrate. Acid insoluble fraction also called retentate. Acid soluble pool contain biomicromolecules except lipids. That means what? Lipids actually present in acid insoluble fraction, because lipids are wider and very thin in size. They cannot filter through filter paper or cheesecloth. Therefore, physically lipids present in acid insoluble fraction. When we check their molecular weight approximately between 18 to 800 Daltons. That is the reason lipids are not strictly biomacromolecules. They were strictly biomicromolecules. One important NEET exam question. You must focus on this point. Don't forget. Hope you understood. Right? Then proteins, carbohydrates and nucleic acids are exactly biomacromolecules because their molecular weight more than 10,000 Daltons. Hope you understood. Okay. Now, these are some differences. Next concept, what is the composition of a cell? Cell contains various components such as water, proteins, carbohydrates, I wrote short form, carbohydrates, lipids and ions. Percentage of the cellular mass. Percentage of the cellular mass. Name of the component. Name of the component and percentage of component in cellular mass. Water approximately about 70 to 90%, and the percentage of proteins 10 to 15%, carbohydrates 3%, lipids 2%, ions 1%, and the nucleic acids percentage approximately 5 to 7%. You must by heart this table, important. This tabular column important, don't do neglect. NCERT table only. It is NCERT table. This table explains what are the components present in cell and their percentage in cellular mass. Water 70 to 90%. So which is the important chemical compound in a cell? Means water. Water provide space for the activity of all cellular structures, all cellular functions. Okay. And without water, no living organism exists their life in on the earth. Hence, the percentage of water is 70 to 90%. All cells like plant cells, animal cells, microorganism cells, all living cells contain 70 to 90% of water. Water provide arena, means platform for all cellular activities. All cell organelles like nucleus, nucleolus, RER, SER, Golgi complex, all cell organelles float on the surface of the water. Even cytoplasm also made up of water. right? In proteins, percentage of proteins 10 to 15%, carbohydrates 3%, lipids 2%, ions 1%, and nucleic acids, that means DNA and RNA, are called nucleic acids. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. Nucleic acid, nucleic acids. RNA stands for ribonucleic acid. Nucleic acid is there, na? So nucleic acid means DNA and RNA. Their percentage approximately 5 to 7%. So you must by heart this tabular column from NCERT. Important for daily test exam as well as main board exams, right? That is about biomicromolecules, biomacromolecules, and which is important chemical compound at cell level means water and their percentage. Okay, next topic, proteins. As I told previously, proteins are a complex molecules, biomacromolecules. Basically, proteins are made up of polypeptides, 2 to many polypeptides, right? And all polypeptides are made up of amino acids. Yesterday I told various types of amino acids: essential amino acids, non-essential amino acids. In tabular column, I clearly written on the board. You might have observed. But all amino acids not given in NCERT. But for your clear identification, for your clear understands, I wrote all 20 amino acids. Out of 20, 10 are essential amino acids. Rest of the 10 are non-essential amino acids. Essential amino acids are not synthesized in our body. Then how can we get essential amino acids? Means by taking food, through diet, food. So food or diet is the major source of essential amino acids. What type of food? All types of food: rice, wheat, jowar, bajra, fruits, vegetables, non-veg items, chicken, mutton, egg, fish, etc. These are all major source for essential amino acids. Next, non-essential amino acids. These are naturally produced in our body in digestive system. So we no need to take non-essential amino acids through diet. Hence they are known as non-essential amino acids. That's all. So proteins are body builders, body constructors. They act as pillars in a apartment, because pillars provide physical support to the apartment. Similarly, in case of plants, animals, include human beings, even in microbes, proteins act as body builders. You remember our body, simple example, our body is made up of bones and muscles. Bones and muscles. All muscles are made up of proteins. Proteins perform several functions, different types of functions in our body. An example, antibodies. Antibodies are made up of proteins. Hormones are made up of proteins. All types of hormones like insulin hormone, glucagon hormone, ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone, okay, adrenaline hormone. All types of animal hormones and plant hormones fundamentally made up of proteins. And sense organs such as eye, nostrils, tongue, skin, ear. These are 5 sense organs. Okay, all sense organs and basically made up of proteins. Next, collagen, a type of protein. Collagen is the most abundant protein in entire animal kingdom. Our body muscles are there, na? These muscles are made up of collagen protein. Next, one more protein is there, Rubisco. Rubisco stands for ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxidase, shortly called Rubisco, Rubisco. Rubisco. Rubisco is the most abundant enzyme in entire biosphere. Entire biosphere. Right? Hence, proteins performs several functions in plant body, animal body, include human beings body. Similarly, microorganisms, bacteria, fungus, and other protozoans, etc. Okay. Now, once go through some important proteins and their functions. Name of the protein. And their functions. First protein example, collagen. Next, trypsin. Insulin. Sense receptors. Means sense organs. Antibodies. And one more example, GLUT4. GLUT. GLUT4. GLUT4 full form, glucose transporter 4. Glucose transporter 4. That is the full form of GLUT4. Then go through their functions. It acts as intercellular tissue. Trypsin, an enzyme. It acts as an enzyme. Insulin, a hormone. And sense organs respond. That means responds towards stimuli. Antibodies fights with the microorganisms, with the infectious agents. Right? A GLUT4, it allow glucose into cell. These are various types of proteins, their functions. In NCERT, clearly one box given. Study carefully box point. Write on paper or slate once or twice. Okay, without writing, without practicing, you may not remember these many points. Because biology is theoretical part. Sometimes there is no link between point to point. So while reading, read with full of concentration. Right, understand the concepts. And the practice makes man perfect. Writing also important. Right? Name of the protein and their function. Collagen. It is an abundant protein in entire animal kingdom. Very important. It acts as intercellular tissue. Inter means between two. Inter means between two. It is mostly located between tissues. It makes connection between adjacent tissues, hence it is called intercellular tissues. Next, trypsin, an enzyme. All enzymes are made up of proteins. All enzymes are made up of proteins except one enzyme, that is ribozyme enzyme. Ribozyme enzyme that we discussed in class 12th, second year. Here discussion no need. You may get confusion. All enzymes, animal enzymes, plant enzymes, microbe enzymes, all enzymes, digestive enzymes, respiratory enzymes, respiration plants enzymes, photosynthesis enzymes, human digestive enzymes, reproductive enzymes, all types of enzymes fundamentally made up of proteins. Enzymes catalyze chemical reactions. Yes or no? In coming class we will discuss different types of enzymes, classification of enzymes, nomenclature of enzymes in detail. But here discussion no need. Next, insulin, hormone. All hormones are made up of proteins. Okay, sex hormones and various types of hormones. You know, when insulin hormone secretes from pancreas, it maintains normal sugar level, glucose levels in blood. When glucose level increase in blood, excess amount of glucose convert into glycogen, then glycogen temporarily store in liver. Next, during fasting times, fasting means roja times, mostly we cannot take any type of food material. Therefore, during fasting times, glycogen again converted to glucose in presence of another enzyme, namely glucagon. Glucagon, both insulin and glucagon hormones secretes from pancreas. Pancreas is a type of mixed gland. That is zoology concept you might have studied already. Pancreas, structure of pancreas, function of pancreas and all. Insulin also a type of hormone that is made up of proteins. Next, sense organs or sense receptors. They respond towards stimuli. Okay, suppose if anybody call your name, some X or Y Z names, means immediately you respond towards stimuli. If anybody pinch on your hand, means immediately you withdraw your hand. How it is possible? Through sense organs. If any dust particles enter into your nostril, means immediately we can sneeze. That is response towards stimuli. If anybody pass a beam of light on your eyes, means immediately we close our eyelids. These are all some examples of response towards stimuli. So all sense organs are fundamentally made up of proteins. Hope you understood. Got my point? Next, antibodies. Naturally, our body contains two types of antibodies, antibody A and antibody B. Antibody A and antibody B. Antibodies fight with foreign germs. Suppose unexpectedly, sometimes through drinking water, eating food or respiration, some microbes like bacteria, virus, fungus, any something enter into our body. These are all foreign germs. Immediately foreign bodies identify, that means antibodies identify foreign germs, slowly move towards foreign germs, catch foreign germs and fight with foreign germs. Fight with foreign germs and kill foreign germs. In such a way, antibodies protect our body from bacterial, viral, fungal diseases, infections. When microbes concentration means power is more than antibodies, in such conditions only our body infected by diseases like fever, body pains, many other diseases are there. Okay, like leprosy, masuchi, whooping cough, AIDS, many diseases are there, right? That is about antibodies. So antibodies acts as fights and it also acts as infectious agents. That means it reduces infections, diseases in human body. GLUT, GLUT4, full form, GLU means glucose. T means transporter 4. Glucose transporter 4 also made up of a protein. Its function important. This is 2019 NEET exam question. Very important. In 2019 final NEET exam, one question asked from this area, glucose transporter 4. Its function, it allow glucose into the cell across membrane through cell membrane. That is the function of GLUT4. Okay, it was asked in 2019 final NEET exam. So when I teach any concept, any topic, I remember previous NEET exam questions. The same questions on the spot I will explain. That is benefit for you. Not only teaching. While teaching, you must know, you must teach what type of questions they will ask from concept, and previous NEET weekend exams we must memorize. That is important. That is benefit for you only. Okay, right. These are the important types of proteins. All of you practice tabular column. That's all. Hope you understood. Today we discussed total 4 topics. The first topic is sugars, types of sugars, ribose sugars, deoxyribose sugars, followed by cholesterol, structure of cholesterol and molecular formula of cholesterol and all. After that, primary and secondary metabolites, differences, examples, along with the box point, completed. Next, biomicromolecules and biomacromolecules, differences, their molecular weight with examples, whole topic completed. Followed by proteins. What is protein? What is importance of protein? Okay, and different types of proteins and their functions. Almost all fundamental points, basic points to be covered in this video. Today I will stop here. Rest of the part let me continue in next video. Watch this video with patience. Don't feel bored. Every student compulsorily practice chemical structures like adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine, sugars. All chemical structures practice on paper. Okay, and box point also once practice on paper. I forgot one point. Nucleosides, nucleotides, chemical structure. Just take 2 minutes. Nucleoside, nucleotide, differences and chemical structures, right? Draw first pentose sugar, H, OH, H, OH. Hydrogen, hydroxyl group. And CH2 OH. Right here adenine. An example, base adenine. The positions 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It is oxygen. C double bond O, oxygen. The combination of sugar and base combined called nucleoside. Okay, is base. The combination of sugar. It is ribose sugar. How can you identify whether it is ribose sugar or deoxyribose sugar? Means a simple logic is there. In a pentose sugar, at second carbon there is the OH group. Oxygen is there. Means definitely that is called ribose sugar. Because in deoxyribose sugar, oxygen is absent. Oxygen is absent. Hence it is called deoxyribose sugar. The combination of base and sugar is called nucleoside. Its chemical name adenosine. Adenosine. Clear? Next go through nucleotide. OH, H, OH, H, OH, H, CH2, O, phosphate group, O. Adenine. This phosphoric acid, ribose sugar, this is ribose sugar, like this, ribose sugar, and base. Nitrogen base. Look here, nucleotide means the combination of nitrogen base. N means nitrogen base. The combination of nitrogen base, pentose sugar means ribose sugar, and a phosphoric acid, all together called nucleotide. I told previously in previous video difference between nucleoside and nucleotide. Nucleoside means the combination of base and sugar. Nucleoside. Nucleotide means the combination of base, sugar, and phosphoric acid, or the combination of nucleoside plus phosphoric acid, also called nucleotide. Okay, now it is called adenylate acid. Adenylate acid. These are difference between nucleoside and nucleotide. NCERT concepts. Clearly I am explaining. So watch this video properly. You also practice chemical structures 100% without negligence, without trouble. Without practicing, you may not remember these many types of chemical structures. The same topics again repeated in second year, class 12th, in chapter molecular basis of inheritance. That's why these topics I am teaching very slowly with neat label diagram for your understands. You got my point? Right, now I will stop here. Thank you very much. Bye, see you, and prepare well.